These are the tomato seedlings that have gone into the Dutch buckets now over the last couple of days. We've got about 10 spaces left that tomorrow I'm going to put some different varieties of tomatoes in. We've also got some cherry tomatoes. We're going to put in a couple of bushes of those and 2 or 3 other ones that I'll mention when I'm planting tomorrow. But they look quite good, don't they? These are the first ones that went in. There's no transplant shock on those. They're looking very good. The stems are hardening up already with the extra sunlight they're getting, and they're looking pretty good. It won't be very long before we start seeing buds on them. These are the tomatoes that we've planted already. We've got some more to put in that we'll do pretty soon. But in the moment, what I want to do is get this new back wall finished that I'm building across here. Going to be the new back of the barn. That's the framework we did yesterday and the day before. Then we took the roofing down from up here because the barn was 20.25 square meters and it was 0.25 of a square meter too big to fit in with the council specification on non-permeable roof structures. So we took a sheet of polycarbonate off either side, one off there and one over there, and it lowered the floor space area down to 17.4 square meters. So we're in good shape now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover this back section along here with some fruit fly mesh, which is pretty cool because it only blocks out 10% of sunlight. And in the morning, this area down here, the beginning of the tomatoes, gets a fair bit of sunshine coming in from that direction over there. So when we had 50% shade cloth on it, we were losing half that early morning sun. So this is now going to be 10%. And then once I've done this section here on the end of the bench, I'll then be able to set up the reservoir properly. That's just running backwards and forwards now, and I'm hand watering. So once the new mesh goes down, I'll cut 4 holes in it, adjust the length of the pipes, push the reservoir in, and then I'll be able to connect the pump. And that's where our power runs through, that box there. That has all the electrical leads and timers in it. And it won't have to hand water 4 or 5 times a day down all those tomato bushes. So I had better get a move on and get that netting up. This is part of the back wall I've started here. I'm putting up fruit fly mesh on it because it only blocks out 10% of the sunlight coming in. The shade cloth we used before removed 50% of the sunlight. That's the nutrient reservoir down there. The pipes leading into it. I've tested the system, it works very well. There's no leaks anywhere. So in this temperature at the moment, the pump's set for 4 feeds a day for 15 minutes at a time, and we'll see some serious growth on these plants in a short period of time. As you look here at these new shoots at the top there and there, and these ones over here, you can see how much darker they are than the initial pale green colours of the leaves further down the leaf. That means that the plants have got over any shock that they had, which wasn't very much as we saw before. They put out new hair follicle roots, so they're establishing themselves. They're starting to suck a serious amount of nutrient up. We're going to see a massive boost in the size of our tomato plants pretty soon, and I've got another 5 different varieties that I'm going to put down in a couple of days' time. These are the tomato plants that I planted last week. You can see they're looking pretty healthy now. They don't appear to have had any real shock in transplant. They're all looking very good, and you can see the difference in the colour of the leaves from when they were inside pale green leaves as opposed to the new leaves up here now that they're outside. in full sunlight, and they're getting full fertilizer. Inside they were getting half strength just to keep them going. Speaking of keeping going, this guy here doesn't look very healthy. I've changed the feeder line on it. It wasn't getting efficient nutrient, so we'll give it a day or so and see how it goes. Here's a very healthy top of a tomato plant. You can see down there it's already got flower buds on it. That's pretty good after being outside here for a week and a half. Here's another one. Very healthy dark green leaves. Flower buds in there. So all told, they're looking all right actually. I was surprised. We normally have a bit more transplant shock when we repot our seedlings into the Dutch buckets, but this year it seemed not to happen, which was a very good thing. There's the pale green leaves from inside, and then the much darker leaves now that they're outside with full strength fertilizer and direct sunlight. Yeah, so they're all looking pretty good. I'm expecting in a fortnight most of these plants will be half as tall again, and we'll have a lot of tomato flowers available to be hand pollinated.